Hello and welcome to Sundays in Song. This week is a special celebration honoring the music of Leonard Bernstein in this, his centennial birth year. We'll be celebrating several other centennials this year, including the 100th year anniversary of the 1918 armistice ending World War I, which we'll be honoring on November 11th, and the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Lessons and Carols service at King's College, Cambridge. But let's turn our attentions to that inspirational, enigmatic, and quintessentially musical figure, Leonard Bernstein, and particularly his composition, Chichester Psalms. This three-movement work was written for Chichester Cathedral, a cathedral in the south of England, which has historically sponsored sacred art throughout the 20th century, from stained glass windows to poetry to new compositions. The opening of Chichester Psalms is boisterous and raucous, fittingly so, as it sets the text from Psalm 106, sung in Hebrew, "Awake, psaltery and harp, I will rouse the dawn." In this opening, we hear a motive that will return again and again throughout the work. This motive calls to mind the tuning of a psaltery or harp, particularly fitting as the second movement will reference the poet, shepherd, and psalmist, David, strumming idly on his harp. We also hear the interval of a minor seventh. This interval is one of the numerological aspects that Bernstein weaves into this work. 7 serves to symbolize the entirety of creation, as Bernstein was never one to do things by halves, and is also displayed in the meter that Bernstein chooses for the following music. In capturing the 7 days of creation, he chooses to use a 7/4 time signature, which is a little unusual. You're likely used to hearing music in groups of 4. Or 3. This meter adds those two together. Here's what it sounds like in the music. This piece is filled with the tonal and theatrical music that Bernstein loved. You can hear it in this boisterous build in the middle of the first movement. But not everything is boisterous and loud. The second movement depicts David, the poet, shepherd, and psalmist, plucking his harp and singing the 23rd Psalm with the help of a women's chorus. This lovely music is interrupted by the men of the choir declaiming the second psalm, "Why do the nations so furiously rage together?" In the last movement, an organ introduction continues the tension of the second movement, and then slowly abates it. Following this, we have a lovely, if chromatically slippery, love song to God, begun by the men of the chorus. Here we can listen to Bernstein's love of melody as he sets the text from Psalm 131. Lord, Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor my eyes lofty. Let Israel hope in the Lord. A final chorale ends the work, setting the text from Psalm 133. How good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. And, indeed, the choir comes together on a unison pitch, followed by the opening motive, stated in the trumpet. We hope that you'll join us this Sunday for this celebration of the Psalms of David, and in particular the life of Leonard Bernstein, who brought these words to such vivid life through his music. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to singing with you.